Good morning. Welcome to my channel, JB's Crochet. I'm Amber, and today is Wednesday. Woohoo! What you working on? I don't know what to call it. Good morning, Penny and Heather and Melissa G and Rebecca. If you can hear, I know you've got a noisy classroom. And who else was there? Lisa? Was Lisa on there? Oh, last night was a rough night getting to sleep. Had some storms hit about 11:30, and all the kids thought they needed to be up because it was scary. But it wasn't that bad. It ended up not being anything. Just a lot of rain, a lot of noise, a little bit of wind. Yummy. Yummy. Good morning, Monique. Melissa G and Monique. Well, I brought this down because I was going to work on these, but I didn't bring the yarn down. This is everything I've gotten done so far. I have 7 more of the leaves to make, and then I will be able to start attaching them and be done with them. So when I say leaves, I mean these little pieces. So I gotta make 7 more of those. So you got 3.5 hours of sleep. Yeah, I mean, I got a little more than that, but it was just rough getting to sleep. The storm hit about 11:30 last night. It was rough. Good morning, Kimberly. Kimberly's in the house. So yeah, I'm a little tired. So here's what stripes look like with my scarf. Every 2 rows so far. So we'll see. I mean, I kind of want to do the checkers just to stay true to the pattern, but I don't mind going rogue either and doing something a little less, I don't know, lurking and getting ready. I'm just gonna sit here and watch you lurk. I need a shower today, so that's why my hair is pulled back. I was like, ugh, I need to clean this hair. So tomorrow we have Tunisian Thursday. I feel like there was something else I was doing on Wednesdays, and I cannot remember for the life of me what we chose for Wednesdays. I think it was just WIPs. Oh, that's right, the WIP parade. Seeing how quickly I can dwindle my WIP parade down. Not very well. It is, I'm pretty sure I haven't really taken anything off of the parade yet. I think it's still long. I don't think I've finished anything in a while. I'm trying to think. Do you think I have? What do you guys think of the quality of this video streaming? Is it good? Is it good? I rearranged my squares a little bit. I think I'm going to not worry about redoing those because I think they're actually going to stay somewhat 6 inches. Some of them, I think, when I pull them off, kind of shrink a little bit, but I think when I make them into a blanket, they should be fine. We'll see. We shall see. I cannot foresee what it's going to do. I just didn't know if Restream had, like, if it was good quality or if it was, you know. Good morning, Angela E. Angela Elmore. So I'm just, I was going to work on my sunflowers this morning, but this is my WIP for the morning because it's only one nearby. Thank you, Melissa. Yeah, I just hope that, because like this one you can see is kind of stretched out, and so I'm a little concerned about this one. There's a couple of them like this, but not very many. So, yay. It's running 720p, so I don't know what I mean, I know kind of what that means, but yeah. Good morning, Emily and Marianne. Lurking and working again. How's that Ruana coming, Marianne? Did you get it done yesterday? Or are you working on it today? I'm trying to think what else I have around. Oh yeah, I could work on this other square I need to finish. I read it loud and clear, Melissa. I got you. I caught what you were throwing out. I caught what you were throwing at me. I got you. I got you. So I had to be up early this morning because my daughter is on her way to Worlds of Fun, which is an amusement park in Kansas City. So she had to be dropped off at 7. So I've been up and I made my own coffee before I even left, but I'm not drinking it. I didn't start drinking it until now. I just wanted it made so that way when I got back, it would still be hot because it lasts for about 3 or 4 hours after it's made. It stays on. And so I knew that by the time I got back from dropping her off, that I would still have hot coffee and I was going to make it then. So that's what I did. Good morning. Okay. So this is what it's looking like being carried up this side. I don't know if you can see right here, this purple strand. But like I said, this pattern has a, whatchamacallit, a border. So it will cover that up. So I think I made, I think I made my homeschool curriculum purchase for the year for the kids. It's one of the websites or one of the curriculums that I keep going back to and keep coming away from, only because it utilizes the computer a lot, which I'm trying to get better at being a little less paranoid about. I don't know if paranoid is the right word, just being a little bit more worrisome about. I don't know if that's the right word. So Melissa G, Rebecca and I vetoed the checkers. So you're doing stripes. I'm doing 2 rows of every color, and I'm going to make this 20 inches, just like the pattern calls for, but it's going to be stripes instead of squares. I'm catching what you're throwing. It's fine. I didn't even notice it. I'm going to invite. I'll be hot with more yarn. So we vetoed the checkers. We're doing stripes. I don't know. I just wasn't feeling it yesterday. I'm kind of liking the stripes of this though. So it's still going to be a crazy scarf. It's just going to be stripes instead of checkers. And then I'm going to do, for this solid section right here, this light purple, I'm going to do my variegated. I'm going to do this. And then for these smaller chunks of color block around the neck, I'm going to do all the purples that I have in my box. So there you go. They're not too bad. They're not, I don't mind doing it. It's just, I don't know. I wasn't feeling it yesterday. I'm not really feeling it today either, the scarf, but you know what? I'm challenging myself to finish it. So there's the challenge. The challenge lies within just finishing it because I started it and I want to finish it. We're just making some rogue tweaks. So that is what we're doing. We vetoed the checkers, so you are good to go and do stripes. So I was thinking of changing every row, but then I can't remember if it was Angela Elmore or Angela, the other Angela, recommended, hello Melissa H, recommended changing every 2 rows because then you could carry it up the one side, or you wouldn't have to, you only changed the color on one side. You are getting not voluntold to do anything now because I'm helping her change her mind. And so Rebecca was joking that I could do 1 row of color change, and then Angela could do 2 rows, and then she would do 3 and see what they all look like. But I was like, no, I'm just going to do 2 because I don't want to have to cut my yarn every row to make it work. So I was like, nah, I'll just carry it up the side because it has a border anyway, and so the border will cover up. Like, and you can't really even see it. It's right here on the end, my carries. I mean, you can see them, but they're not like, you know, what's the word I'm looking for here? They're not like in your face. You know, you can see them, but you can't see them. So, oh, the granny squares. Not you, Angela, huh? The other Angela. Knitting Love, I think, is what the last part of her name is. Angela the Knitting Love or something. So, I still gotta figure out these yarn from tangling, because when I turn my scarf to go the other direction, it's twisting. So I need to figure that out. All right, so I'm gonna measure after I finish this row because I've got 2, 4, 6, 8 rows done. I'm gonna measure this and see how many rows 20 inches is gonna take. Good morning, Blair. So remember that I don't think we have Nightbot yet. So remember, try to share your guys' channels if you want, once at the beginning of our live and then once towards the end, just a couple times. And then, you know, if there's ever times in between that somebody needs it again, we can always do it then. So good morning, everybody. Okay, so what is going on here? Okay, so all my yarn that was frogged is getting tangled. So my white needs to go over the top. Okay, there we go. I'm still carrying my white over the top like I was when I was doing the checkers. So there you go. There's a change again. Can't really see it. All right, let's measure this and see. It's a little on the tight side because it's wanting to curl, but I think that's just part of the nature of it just starting. It's possible I needed to go up a hook size though too. All right, so with 8 rows with two color changes. No, 1, 2, 3 color changes. Excuse me. I'm right around 2.5 inches, so I need to get to 20 inches, which is right here. So I need to get this far, and I'm only to here. So I need to go all this. I need to go 17.5 inches. So every 2.5 inches is 8 rows, roughly. So 8, 16, 24, 32. 32 is 10, so 64 rows-ish. Around 64 rows. We'll see how correct that is. You carry like that too? Cool. Well, good morning, Ricky, I think is how it's pronounced. I'm not sure. Okay. Yeah, so it's carrying pretty nicely. I'm working on the scarf, Blair, the one that I was working on yesterday, except instead of doing checkers, we have decided to do stripes. So we're going to do stripes instead of checkers. But I'm still going to do the rest of the pattern the same. It's just changing the checkered section to a striped section. You know what I should have done? I should have done C to C. I could have made that checker in almost a C to C style, because I just would have had to figure out how to carry my yarn up, because, you know, it would have worked. Oh well. I like the stripe idea. But yeah, the C to C would have worked out really nicely. Yeah, I'm using a 5.5 millimeter hook. So I think a 6 would have been a little better. Yeah, you can share it once at the beginning. That's fine, Blair. And then just wait till towards the end and do it again if you want. So just as long as we're not doing it the whole time, I don't mind. But thank you for asking. I really do appreciate that. So I finally got my purple caught back up to all the frogged stuff. So now I'm pulling fresh from the cake. Good morning, Arlena. All right. So this is the slow show today. Nothing too exciting, just working on this scarf. I'm debating whether or not I want to put this down and work on the square, the granny square that I need to for this week. I feel like I need to put this desk up a little higher. Just I can't cross my legs underneath it. My knees like pushing up against the bottom of it. Yeah, I feel like it's like you can kind of see how it's twisting on itself a little bit. I know it's just the beginning of it. It just has a stiffness to it. It almost should have been done with a bigger hook, I think. But that's okay. It'll be all right. The sunflowers like you made. Oh, that's awesome. So mine are sitting right here. I was going to work on them, but I left the yarn upstairs. I brought that down, which is not what I needed. I needed the actual yarn, because I don't have it down here in order to make them. They're super quick and easy, the leaves. I'm literally just on the leaves. That's it. And then all I have to do is attach them to the flowers, and they're done. And then sew all the ends in, that's it. That is all she wrote for the pattern. See, it's just kind of a little on the stiff side. Oh yeah, that's right. It won't be here till Friday. I was like, oh, our new curriculum will be here tomorrow. Nope. I made it Amazon Day on Friday, so it'll be delivered on Friday at some point. So ready for fall, huh? I know, me too. I'm not the only part of summer I kind of like is all the thunderstorms. I don't know. Kind of like them. Yes, they keep me awake at night when they come through, but was it for my kids last night? I might have actually slept through the storm. I was so tired. I woke up at like 11 something last night with this kid going, Mom, Mom, Mom to me. And I'm like, what? Huh? I look over at the time. I thought it was like 1 something. I'm like, ugh, thinking. He's like, I can't go to sleep. I've been awake this whole time. And I'm thinking, oh, he's been up since, for like the last 4 or 5 hours. I'm like, And so I got up and walked out to the main area with him, and I was like, I looked at the time, or he said he'd been awake for those hours again, and I was like, well, what am I supposed to do? You want me to stay up the whole time too or something? And then as I'm saying that, I'm looking at the clock, I'm like, that says 11:11 or 11 something, 11:14. I don't know what time it was, 11 something. And I was like, oh my gosh, he's only been in bed for maybe 2 hours. I'm like, you did not give it long enough. And it was right before the storm was supposed to be coming through. It was like 11:30 is when they were expecting the storm to hit us. I was just like, I think you're just anxious because of the storm coming through. You've had enough rain for a while. Sounds like while we were gone, my daughter and I on the trip, they got rain almost every day. So I was like, I don't know. I don't mind it as long as I'm not like outside trying to camp or, hike or do anything like that. I'm okay with it as long as I'm in my house. So, I want to measure this one more time and just see where I'm at now with another 4 rows on it. This scarf is about to just get vetoed. I'm telling you what. I don't know. This is just driving me crazy. Just the stiffness and it curling like this. I think it needs to be bigger, a bigger hook. That or my tension is just really tight right now for some reason. I don't know. I don't think it's my tension. It feels the same. You ordered a Granny Square book on Amazon Prime Day and it was delivered during a storm and it got, aww. That's unfortunate, Melissa. I would definitely be, did you do a return on that? And do like damaged in delivery or whatever? I would, because you could. Be like, I would like because like you could also, I think you might be able to do like a return where you get the same item delivered again because of that. So if you haven't thought of that or tried that, I would totally do that. Oh, you know what? I needed to bring that forward. I think, I don't know. Yeah, they want the book back, but they want the book back even though it's just destroyed? That's crazy. They went and did a replacement. Huh. That is crazy. I'm just not, y'all, this is one of those projects I don't know. It's not speaking to me. It doesn't want to be done. And this is driving me nuts. When it drives me nuts, I don't want to do it. I'm human. I'm human, guys. I'm only human. I'm going to work on this. Because this at least makes me happy. This at least makes me happy. All right. So it uses the bright yellow. So I'm going to use this color. The really skinny yellow. Ah, it was literally floating in the, oh my goodness. That's crazy. I mean, that's just crazy. Veto. I know. I'm just not feeling this scarf, Angela. It's just, but I don't want to quit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like quitting when I start something. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, I only do 2? Okay, nice. All right, so then how many of these half double crochets am I doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. Three. There she is. There's Angela, aka Knitting Angel. I don't know. I was saying love, knitting love or something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I'm just going to do this granny square for now. Maybe I'll give it another night and see. I don't know. Hello, Jay. That's what I was thinking. I'll just put it aside for a minute and see what I think. Ow. All right, so it uses the darker pink, which would be, I think that one, not the tropical pink, the other one. You have so many projects in timeout? Me too. Because I haven't touched them in a while. Okay, hot rose. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, shut the door. Oh, I need this out because I need that again. Okay, so the next one is the pink. That's the tropical pink. This is the one I want. Good morning, Steve's girl. You slept in this morning, Angela. Hey, I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. Okay, so it looks like I attach to the same spot that or at least in any of the half double crochets, pretty much. So I don't have to attach here, but I'm going to attach in the same spot. So yeah, I am working on my granny square for this week. Oh, I go in the same stitch with this. Oh, it's a cluster of 3. I think. I think this is what I do. And then I come back over here. Maybe. And pull it together. No, that can't be right. Hold on, hold the presses. 29. Today is just not my crochet day, apparently. Let's see. Cluster 2 in the same stitch as, oh, okay. That would explain it. Okay, so I go into this one. Uh-oh. Come back out. I dropped my loop. Okay, so I'm just doing a cluster of 2, not... That's not right either. Okay, hold on. Hold the presses. I'm doing something wrong here. Good morning, Kendall. Okay. I'm just having a crochet fuddy-duddy day. I don't know what my deal is today. Insert, in stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, and draw through 2 loops, 3 loops on... Oh, okay. I am doing it wrong. I don't know where she's at. Oh, she might be... She is... Last I knew, she was on the seashore with her family, having a family vacay. So she's probably sleeping in, enjoying family time. Who knows? I'm on to the second half of organizing my yarn closet, going through WIPs / timeouts. I'm going to get my WIPs down to 5, excluding my long-term projects. Do you have... Yes, Melissa, I do have my caffeine today. I'm just having a fuddy-duddy crochet day, apparently. I don't know, I'm not drinking it fast enough, I guess. Okay, hold on. Draw through all 3 loops to complete. Okay. And then I just, good morning. Chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And then I do a cluster of 3. 1, 2, 3. Boom. 2, 3. 1. So I don't know, I was telling you guys, I think I got my homeschool stuff all ordered and squared away for my kids. So we will be starting our school this Monday. We will be starting our homeschool on Monday. And so my plan right now, yay, it worked for Emily. Yep. So you guys can go ahead and share now if you want. If you have a channel you want to share, we'll get that done now. I'll give you guys a couple minutes to do that. Make sure you're not doing it too fast though, because he don't like that. So starting on Monday, our school time is going to start at around 9. It's not going to be like a drill sergeant 9 a.m., but it's going to be that's our time that we're gonna start. So as long as it'll be anywhere from 7:30 to 7:45 a.m. Central for me that I start my live. That way I'm off by at least 8:45 and I can start their school at 9. Because we're going back to yet again. Not exactly, Angela. We're year-round homeschoolers, so this year has just been a little weird with the last few months with the mother-in-law passing away and just being busy with vacations and things and just, yeah, so and the funeral and all that. So no, I wanted to have started this week, but I got back from my trip last week and I just went, I'm not going to do it this week. I gave myself this prep week. We went and bought some school supplies that we don't necessarily need for the school year yesterday at Walmart because they're, they've stocked for the school year already. And so I like to go and take advantage of the school supply season and snag some notebooks and glues and crayons and things while they're a little bit cheaper and stock up for the year kind of a thing. I usually don't have to get very many because, one, we don't go through crayons like crazy. So I buy the 4 boxes for 50 cents a piece. Well, you don't have to buy 4 boxes, but I buy 4 boxes and that usually lasts us more than a year. But, well, we homeschool, so no, don't step on my keyboard. Luna wants to say hi. No, come here. You're going to say hi. You're on my desk, you're going to get picked up. Is the live almost over? No, we're only about halfway. I hear you breathing. I hear you breathing. Luna says hi. I know, I love the neon notebooks. The pen and gear ones or whatever brand they are. I got the neon orange and highlighter pink ones this year. Your hair's flying everywhere. Kitty break. We're getting kitty pets in. If I let her go, if I release her at all, release the pressure I have on her, she'll run off. She does not like to be held for very long. She'll tolerate it, but she does not like to be held. She's so soft. She's so soft and pretty. So soft and pretty. Oh, I don't like Rose Art. I have not bought that brand in forever. They're just there's a reason they're cheap. Good morning, Miguel. No more babysitting. Oh no. You're so ready for it. That's funny. Hold on. Hold on. There you go. I'm actually ready for school to start too because I don't like not having a routine. And our routine has been so out of whack the last couple months. So, time to get back into that routine. And then here in about actually, I don't know when we start dance. August 1st, my middle child starts his flag football, but I'm trying to think. Dance doesn't start, I don't think, until after Labor Day. So we don't start that for another, what is that, month and a half-ish, somewhere in there. She is a tabby cat, yes. It is. Her name is Luna. She's our baby girl. She is a tabby. Yep, she's a gray. I think she's considered a gray tabby. She's got a white chest and white socks. Let's see, how many of these do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. No more babies. Oh goodness, you guys are funny. Yeah, my youngest is 7, gonna be 8, and we are working on learning how to read. So I'm trying to find a curriculum that engages him, that he's getting there. Like, he is getting there. Like, the other day I sat down and I pulled open a book and I said, "Can you tell me what this says?" And it took him a little bit of time to get over the whole "mom asked me to say something" thing. And so I was like, "Well, what does this first letter say?" And then he read the whole thing and I went, "It's sticking. Yay." So, yeah, but the thing is with homeschooling is I need to figure out my oldest. She absolutely hates fractions. And we're trying to find a math that fits her. But every time we find one, it starts out with fractions. And she's like, "I don't want to do these fractions." And I'm like, I don't know what point it's going to finally click in her head that doesn't matter what math curriculum she picks, that we pick for, end up picking, there's going to be fractions. And so I'm trying to help her not get too far behind in, so that way when she graduates, she at least has, I want her to get at least to algebra by the time she graduates high school. If she doesn't go any further than that, that's fine, but at least have some algebra. It'll be helpful even in a creative world, for her, just having some algebra. Teachers pay teachers. I do, Steve. I do. Yes, I do. Steve's girl. I do know about teachers pay teachers. I'm on there every once in a while. So yeah. So, Kendall, I love the way you described that. Oh, I'm always so excited when my grandkids come to visit, and so freaking happy when they go home. That's how I feel about family when they visit. I love when they come to visit, and then it's like, it's nice to have my house back to myself after they're gone. Oh, I just need to find a math that, her biggest thing is, like, with some of them, like the Saxon math books, we've tried those where they're meant to be copied out of, not actually written in, and she wants to write in them. Oh. Does she enjoy baking? That may be a good way to get over that. She loves to cook, and so I'm like, you need to know fractions, just because you use them every day, even though you don't really think about it. You really do. Like, even if most people that have kids, that are around kids, if you have to buy something and divide it between the amount of kids you have to know that. We do fractions in first grade. Yeah, they start a little easy, but she's just, it's the just all the different things that you do with fractions, you know, just, she's an 8th grader, so she's not a big fan of them. She's only in her 30s. Love that. I am okay not living with my mom. I love my mom to death, but I'm okay living on my own now. She's got too many dogs for me right now, so. And I'm not about to ask her to give up her babies to have me home, you know, me and her grandchildren. Although if we were like, for some reason, like, I don't know, if we needed to go live with her, she would not hesitate to let her grandkids come live with her. It's all about her grandkids. You know, I don't know, Angela, what she wants to do. I don't know. She doesn't know what she wants to do, and that's fine. She's only 14. I don't expect her to know what she wants to do the rest of her life. She doesn't even want to get married and have kids right now, which is fine. She's only 14. Yeah. I was looking at that the other day, and it was kind of confusing. I was looking at one of the school districts, like what they should know for certain grades. She'll be fine. She's got a dad that's math-minded, so she'll be fine. She's still got 5 more years. We'll get her there. We joke we never cut the cord. Yeah, my cord got cut. Like I said, I love my mom. I would, go live with her if I had to. But yeah, no. I'm not a fan of the dogs that she has. They're just a little too much for me. And they're big. She's got a German Shepherd, and then she's got a chocolate lab that didn't quite grow to a full size lab, but he's still, big and what's that word I'm looking for? That they're silly, like kind of bumping into everything, kind of going through life, just kind of bumping into everything. They don't really care. They don't have bubble space. Exactly, Angela. She has plenty of time. She's got 5 years at least before she's graduated. So I'm not too worried about her. Like, she's doing, I think, 6th grade math right now, which isn't that far behind where she should be. So we're fine. We're getting her there. It's the youngest I'm more, not necessarily worried about, but just more concentrated on right now because he's in that very early learning stages of reading. So yes, a bull in a china shop mentality. He's just a big goofball lab. And then her boyfriend, her partner, whatever you want to call him. I mean, they've been together for not 20 years, sorry. About 15 years, maybe. I don't remember how long before my daughter was born that they got together. So anywhere between 15 and 20 years they've been together. So they're basically married without having actually gone through the ceremonial stuff. Orange. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out. I think this is the orange I want. And he also has a black lab. And every time any one of their dogs passes, they almost immediately get another one. So they'll always have big dogs. So they have 3 large dogs in their house when he's around. And I'm just like, oof, too much for me. Too much for me. I wouldn't mind it if it was like 1, maybe 2, but 3 of them, it's like, ugh. And then thankfully we don't have a dog to bring into the chaos anymore, because when we had our dog, the 3 of them would gang up on my dog. Oh, Steve's girl, I appreciate that, but I'm good. I appreciate the offer though, to help me. I know, what is it? hslda.org has my state standards and things on there too. I think it's listed on there, or at least my state record, or not my state records. my state requirements to homeschool. I think it's hslda.org. Yeah, here before too long, I will probably enroll with them because she's going to be going into high school next year. So we're going to start getting the ball rolling with all the classes that, you know, we need to make sure she takes for credits and things if she needs to. But there's a metropolitan school around here. It's actually Metro. We call it Metro. It's like a community college that she can actually go and take classes at and get some college level classes done too, if she wanted to. Which I do want her to start taking some of those kind of classes to get her feet wet in, you know, all the different trades that are available out there and stuff, to see what maybe spikes her interest. I don't know if that's the word I want. Homeschool, yeah, Texas is a big one. 1, 2, 3. It's definitely pretty popular around here where I live because I run into a lot of homeschool people. And I love the fact that now when I say I homeschool people, it's not, I don't get these looks of like, you know, I don't get these weird, awkward looks anymore. And haven't for many years, but it's just nice that it's become a norm, you know, and it's becoming a bigger norm for a lot of people. Oh my gosh, Angela, the last few nights, I've actually, instead of turning the TV on, I said, go get some books. I was like, I don't even care how many you get. Just go get them and we'll read. And we've literally just been reading like several books a night. And so, I know, Melissa, that's what I'm saying. Like, it was not a good thing a while back. Yeah, so my middle child, I got him into graphic novels, Angela, like, so he reads those from time to time. So I'm finally getting him interested in reading more because he can read, but he's just not interested in actually reading. Yeah, so the homeschool curriculum that I'm going to be using this year is a free one off the internet that is I think a pretty decent one. I am utilizing their offline books, so I am spending a little bit of money for their book. So like to get their offline printed books, you do spend money, but you could almost literally like do this curriculum free on the computer with minimal printing. And good morning, Frizzy. You fell back asleep. No worries. You're on vacation. So I don't think my kids are going to test above grade average right now because I've moved them around so much in their schooling that they're probably right at or just slightly, I don't know. I honestly don't know where they lie in their levels, to be honest. Oh, it was starting to be more acceptable even before then, Angela. But yeah, it made it spike quite a bit. So yeah. But no, I like the curriculum I think we're going to use. I'm trying not to talk myself out of it right while I describe it to you. It's a good one. I can never settle on one. I need to stop moving them around. And they're getting fed up with it too. So, although last night, I think it was yesterday, the one kid was like, can we do this one for my school? And I said, okay, fine. If that's what you want to do, and because he says it's easy and quick. Like, yes, it's quick. I get that. And you don't have to have something that lasts hours. But, yeah, he chose it. And so I was like, you know what? It's not a bad one. It's a good one for him. It's just, again, my insecurities and moving him around that has made him go to different ones. And this is the one he wants to go to. So I'm like, well, I'm going to play off of that, what's the word, that passion, that motivation to want to do it. So I'm allowing him. See, Melissa, I have tried the Abeka curriculum, but it's a bit too, not challenging, it's just a bit too much for them. And so for my children, like they just need to move. And at least when we were using it, they were sitting in front of a computer for hours. I mean, yes, I allowed them to get up and take breaks, but it was just like, and like, well, so the curriculum we're using, they're still in front of the computer, but they're not in front of the computer all day. They're in front of it for a couple of hours and then they're done. And each subject only takes them, like, just depending on the amount of work, anywhere from 10 minutes to 30 minutes or whatever. It just depends on the day and the activities. I guess the only thing my biggest gripe with it is just keeping on top of them and making sure they're doing it and not just skipping through it. You know what I'm saying? So that's part of why I've moved away from it, because I wanted to see them actually doing something. And so that's why I utilize this curriculum's offline books, because then that way they're doing something on paper, not just everything on the computer. What was I saying? Not everything on the computer. So like, I want them to physically write stuff, not just play games on the computer for this curriculum. So my favorite thing to make, probably blankets and bags right now. And right now I'm actually kind of sort of working on a blanket, but I'm making these squares, one a week, although I'm catching up because I missed last week. So this is my second square. This is technically this week's square. And when I get done with these squares, I'm actually going to make a blanket out of them. So it eventually will be a blanket. But yeah, no, Melissa, the challengingness of Abeka has not changed. The math for my daughter was like, she was not having it. So we're going to go back to this one and see if we can just stick with it and just get through the rest of our schooling with it. I think there's a chain one between all these. Yep. Okay. One more corner. So yeah, and I guess I can tell you what it's called. The one we're using, it's called All-in-One Homeschool. It's called Easy Peasy. It's a free full curriculum online with some offline aspects to it. And like I said, I'm utilizing their offline workbooks along with their online curriculum. So that way they have something to write in every single day for their math and their language arts. And yes, it says easy peasy, but it just makes it easy on the homeschool life to be able to do it, not necessarily that it's easy work, because it's not exactly easy work. It utilizes if you're familiar with the McGuffey readers for their learning to read curriculum. And supposedly their curriculum is about a year or so ahead for each level. So even though my oldest is going into 8th grade, she's going to be doing like level 7 stuff. My 6th grader, going into 6th grade, he's going to be doing level 5 stuff, level 4, level 5 stuff. And then my youngest is doing their level 1 stuff, even though he's technically going to be a 2nd grader. Yeah, so Monique, it's really, really, I like it. It comes from a Christian background. It does not necessarily, unless you use their Bible course, there's really no Bible, like, it's not too, like, it's a pretty neutral curriculum, if that makes sense. But you can utilize their Bible program to pull in the Bible too. My kids can write in cursive, at least the two older ones. So the youngest, I got to figure out. I'm gonna get him started on cursive eventually. Monique, if you just type in easy peasy homeschool curriculum, you'll find it. Their website is called, I think it's all-in-one homeschool or something like that. Hold on, let me get it for you. All-in-one-homeschool.com. Here, I'll just copy and paste it for you guys. We're talking about homeschool on a crochet channel. Hey, but that's part of my life around here. So 1, 2, 3. That's what you get when you come to my house. Yeah, I think so. Really, honestly, it's like a Devo, Monique. They do like a Bible reading every day, and I don't think there's much to the, like, they just read the Bible every day. They have it set up where they go through the Bible in different spots. Like, you select a theme for the year for your science, history, art, music, your science, history, art, music, and Bible, I believe. And yeah, and you just literally it has you read like a chapter or something out of the Bible every day. That's basically it. So yeah, you can do the Old Testament, New Testament, poetry, and prophets, and Hebrew. So it has like 5 different categories of the Bible you can go through. All right, Miguel, have a fantastic day. I hope your appointment goes well. Ow. Okay, what color am I on now? Back to the yellow. So this gold, sun gold. Yeah, so I mean, I like it. It's somewhat hands-off for me, other than I just have to check their work to make sure that they're doing it. Now, the stuff I can't see them do is it's like, I'm not sure if you're actually doing this. They say they are, but you never know. So I'd like to think my kids are telling me the truth. But they try to get out of things, so. All right, chain 1, single crochet. Where are we at in time? Okay, we're just about to hit an hour. I don't have anything to do today, so I'm going to finish this square with you guys, and then I'll get off. Hello, Arrow. Did Kim ever go live this morning? I noticed she wasn't live before I got on. I hope I didn't make her do that. I would hate to. Oh, she did go. Okay. She was just running late. Oh, no. So we went together again. That would explain things. There she is. I was just talking about you. You must have just finished. I was like, oh, man. I didn't see you on this morning. I was going to jump into your live, but then I was like, I don't know what happened. And then I saw you did go live. We'll only have this conflict until school starts back up. Because we will be starting my homeschool next week, but we'll be starting at 9 a.m. So, what was I going to say? I will be doing my live anywhere from 7:30 to 7:45 Central. Okay, so I just chained 3 all the way around. Alrighty then. All right, so 1, 2, 3. I'll have to go back and watch the replay again. Yay. I hate missing it. I do. I love hanging out over at your live, Kim. Hello, Tammy's. Especially when we get to laughing and hooting and hollering. Those are fun times. Fun times. 2, 3. But anyway, we were talking about homeschooling and the curriculum that I have chosen to go back to. Please pray that I stick with it this time and just allow them to finish the school year with... I always get to January, February and go, what should we move back to? So just help me get through that hump. It's not something that's just specific to me. Apparently, this is something a lot of homeschool teachers go through, and I want to say moms, but moms and or dads go through. And yo, what's up? But yeah, that midwinter slump, I don't know. It's always a time where a lot of people like reflect back on their school year so far and end up changing and things. And I just help me get through those months, please. Because I want them to stick with something, but my thing is I fear messing them up and messing up their education. Yo, what's up? What's up with you? Oh, I need to wear that shirt. I'm gonna wear that shirt tomorrow if I can find it. I think it's hanging up in my closet. I love that shirt. It's one of my favorites. It actually fits somewhat nicely. It was a good t-shirt pick there, Kim, that you did for me. I am usually really picky about my t-shirts, and it's one of the ones that I'm okay wearing without too many issues. So you did good. Kim is gonna be this generation's popcorn Sutton, and she's inspired me to crochet a moonshine. That'll be fun to see. Oh goodness. Okay, so I just slip stitch into here. I really don't like slip stitching from chains. Like the chain is the last thing I do. But we were parents, we were supposed to mess. I know, but Kim, I just feel like I'm really royally screwing them up with their education. You know, like I wanted my kids to be those kids that were above average homeschoolers, but I just don't think they are because of how messed up I've made them. They're smart kids, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, like, I think I've like held them back, if that makes sense. Yo, Frizzy. Yarn over. That was so funny. I can still almost visualize that live where you just saw somebody say yo, and you're like, yo, what's up with you? And I'm sitting here going, YO equals yarn over. Okay, one more round, guys. Purple. And we're gonna go with this one, I think. This is the purple I'm going with, that purple. Yeah, that was funny. I was saying something very similar about you. I think yesterday, Kim, that you and I are so similar in just being like that, having our moments like that. You know, I'm like that too. I have those moments where people are like, and I'm like, oh geez. And I love watching your obsession with the chickens coming out. We don't do anything small. We go big or we don't go home. That's what I was saying. I don't know when I said that, before I left last week. You know how they say go big or go home? We go big, but we don't go home. We don't go home. Like we can't be seen. And our spouses and partners and whatnots at home are like, could you do it a little smaller? I know my husband would love for me not to be so gung-ho about things and spending all this money on stuff. Like homeschooling is even a thing for me, guys. Like I'm a homeschooling curriculum hoarder. I actually recently had to get rid of stuff, and now I'm biting myself in the butt for doing it because it was some of the curriculum that I just rebought. Yes, you go big or you don't go at all. Kim took it to Moonshine and oh my gosh, I cannot wait to watch the replay then. Yep, if you don't go big, you don't go at all. I love it, Kim. I really do. I am sad that I missed it this morning. But let's see. When do you start back with school? You live life all in. Yeah, I like that. That's a good way to put it. When do you? I know you just stopped. You just ended school not too long ago. When do you guys actually go back? I don't want you to. I mean, I don't know if you want to think about that, but have you thought about that? Because our public school system is actually starting back in like a month, in like just a few weeks. So that's why I'm asking, like, because you just finished at the beginning of June, so I'm guessing late August. While I'm thinking about it, what all do you, oh, so we don't have to do portfolios. You live in Pennsylvania, right? And I'm pretty sure Pennsylvania is one of those places you have to keep track of things. But okay, so Emily, if I were to put a portfolio together, especially with your girls' ages, okay, so you don't go back to almost September. So we have this conflict then for about 6 more weeks or so. Okay, so I mean, you've got a long ways to think about this, but what I've seen people say they put aside is, you know, just do like, depending on what curriculum you use too. So like, but because she's just going to be starting out with like learning to read and all that, you know, I don't know if you're going to use workbooks or whatever, but if you say you use workbooks, I would save a couple pages from the beginning, a couple pages about 6 to 8 weeks in, a couple pages just to show their progress is basically what you're wanting, what they want for portfolios. But also don't take my advice. That's like just to be the end all be all. Go look on, I think HSLDA will help you there. Maybe. Yes. Try hslda.org. It'll also help you on what you want to keep because each state has their own like requirements. Where I live in Nebraska, we have very like there is nothing we don't have to test. We don't have to hold any work, but I hold on to work just to in case they do audit us. But I don't, you know, Pennsylvania, if I remember correctly, is one of those states that has a little bit higher requirements than we do. So I would look into what they require you to hold onto. So like, you know, and if you have to go have them tested, I think there's some states you have to do them quarterly, some states you have to do them just once a year, you know, it just depends. So if, you know, at a minimum, just hold on to a little bit of their work from each subject, get yourself a folder and just stick a couple pages in every month or two from each subject. Make sure you date them, you know, and I don't know if Pennsylvania is one of those ones that you have to keep track of how many days of school you do, but just go find you one of those school trackers, day trackers, where you go, okay, day 1, you know, you just checked it off or you put the date in when you did it, you know, and you just keep track of the days that you do school. And as long as you're doing the required number of days within the school year, you should be good. So like I'm required, I think, to do, so I basically, when I register, I just put the beginning of my school year as the beginning of our public school system in our areas start, and then I put the end date as their end date. Even though I year-round homeschool, I just put those dates in just to give them what they want to see. I used to have to type in all the curriculum that we were using for the school year, but that has since gone away where I don't even have to do that anymore. So yeah, it's gotten a little bit laxer since I started. But yeah, so I would definitely start with hslda.org, which is a homeschool, what's it called? Advocates for Homeschool is what it is. They provide, you can sign up for their services, which they provide legal. If for some reason you ever got into a legal issue with your state or whatever, or your school district or whatever. So start there, and then you can look up your state's requirements and things like that. Yeah, I think, let me see. Teaching my kids. No, Explorer. Oh, there's a lot of different stuff on here now. I haven't been on here in a while. State homeschool laws. So if you go to the hslda.org and then you hover over the legal tab at the top, it'll say state homeschool laws. You click on that. Let's see, Pennsylvania. Yeah, see, Pennsylvania is a red state, so it has high regulations. You do have to notify. It does have state mandated subjects. No assessments required anymore, but you do have to have immunization requirements, which kind of sucks, but. So yeah, I knew Pennsylvania was one of those states that has the higher regulation. So I would definitely check that out. Okay, my chat hasn't moved in a while. Hopefully it's still there. Or I've been talking to myself for a while. So I don't know what the streaming limits is on Restream. I think I can stream as long as I want, but I'm not sure. Because I couldn't find a thing that told me. Here, let me find, here, I'll do this. Let me go back to this. All right, here's Pennsylvania's laws for you. This is for you, Emily. That's for, I'm pretty sure you said you lived in Pennsylvania. So that link I just posted in the comments, that is for Pennsylvania. I could have sworn you said you were Pennsylvania. If I'm wrong, just tell me. Okay, so I'm doing 3 doubles in each of the chain 3 spaces. Okay. Gotcha. Laxer, right? More lax. It's like, funner. Instead of more fun, we say funner. Instead of having grammar, we have no grammar. How many more do we have? Oh my gosh. Okay, this just gives you guys an indication of how many weeks we have left of these squares. Look at this. We're down to this many. That's still quite a few, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 21 squares left. That's all we have left of the year, guys. 21. 21. That's it. Your year is almost over. It's over halfway. Just in case you didn't want to know, now you know. So yeah, I would totally check that out, Emily. So around here, I have to. Oh, hold on. I think I missed my deadline. Oh well, it'll be all right. Around here, it's like July 1st or July 15th. We have to have our homeschool registration in for Nebraska, and I forget every year. But I just have to submit a registration saying, hey, we're opting to homeschool again this year. So now that I know that, I need to make sure I get that done. As soon as I get off of here, that's what I'll be doing. Nebraska. Yeah, I almost forgot about that. Or did I get it done already? I think I already got it done. Or no, that's for last year. Never mind. Okay, NDE. Yeah, sorry guys, I'm just trying to find something real quick. There we go. Okay, so my exemption was due yesterday, but it will be allowed. It says we will accept them, but we encourage people to do it as soon as possible. So I'll get it done today and it'll be fine. Oh my goodness. And my husband says set a reminder every year, and I do, but then I forget. And I even get the email reminding me to do it. Oh jeez. Okay, where am I at here? Oh goodness. All right, I need more yarn. Give me more yarn, please. Thank you. But it'll literally take me 5 minutes because they've simplified it. Like, I literally, last year, I didn't have to do much. All I had to do was have me and my husband, we have to electronically sign it, both of us. And then I can submit it, and that's it. So I just have to wait on him to sign it, which is electronically done. Takes him literally all of 10 seconds to do. I just have to text him and say, hey, sign this exemption form, please, so I can get it submitted. Because yet again, I've waited till the last second, actually after the fact. I'm glad we got to talking about it because I would have forgotten all about it again. Because it's not something I do but once a year, and I just forget because it's something that takes, it takes this amount of time to do it. And so because I don't really have it on the mind, it gets forgotten about. Oh, yeah, got a spot there now. I keep messing with that right there in it. Now I have an actual scab that I can visually see. So if you guys want to share your channels like Kim has done, go ahead and share, please, or go ahead and type the word bees in the chat. Now is a good time to do that because I am coming up on finishing this square. I have about 2 more sides left to do. I kind of like this one. I kind of like it. The colors for sure. So, lurkers and workers are watching me crochet. Yes, Emily, thank you for reminding me. I don't know why it finally just clicked in my head. I went, oh, I don't remember completing that. It's just a form. Everything's in there in the system. I just literally have to resubmit it again. So it'll literally take 5 minutes. I just gotta do it. Gotta do it. So that way I don't have somebody come knocking on my door going, where are your kids? Why are your kids not in school? They haven't been in school ever. Not a one of them they've stepped foot in a school, but they've never actually stepped foot in a school to actually go to school. Ooh, yay. Did you find more yarn for it, Frizzy? I can't wait for tomorrow. I get to hang out on your live. I look forward to my lives with certain peoples. Got one more corner and one more side. I guess it does look weird I'm watching myself crochet in the camera, and it's like, when I watch other people crochet, I'm like, it looks so weird, like they're pulling through the wrong way or something, and I'm like, that doesn't look right. But then I remind myself, oh, that's right, I'm looking at it backwards. Oh, the hexy. Oh, the hexy. Oh yeah, that's that one with the pinks and the turquoise and the okay, the one that wraps and you tie it. Is that the shades pattern or whatever from that Christmas one? You brought a few projects with you. Cool. I brought some projects with me in my car to work on the way out to and from Colorado last week. Never touched them. The girls did a fantabulous job keeping us entertained on the way back. So we they had this really thick pad of Mad Libs. I swear we worked on those Mad Libs 90% of the way back. Like they were just hooting and hollering and having a good time with it, and we were getting it. Us moms were getting in on it, and oh my gosh, it was fun. It made the time go by so fast. And then there was a couple games towards the end, like the last hour that we played, that was just hysterical. Oh, that's right. Okay, the cocoon cardigan is the one that you were working on before you left. Oh, I'm trying to remember what that color was. Oh, I can't remember what the color of the cocoon cardigan was. Oh, that's right. It's that blue color because you're looking for the no, the hexy one. Okay, no, the hexy is the one you need the dark blue for. Is there another color you can get in that? Because I don't think I have the dark blue. Anyway, I am now done with my square. I get off here, register my kids for homeschooling this year so we can legit do it, and then go upstairs and work on my finishing these so that way I can pick up the blankets or the green blanket that I'm making for them for the wedding and get that done so then I can concentrate on my Tunisian wrap, Ruby's Dream wrap that I'm making. I actually kind of like this square. Kind of pretty. Where's my, there it is. So here we go. Looks pretty similar. Pretty similar in colors. Although I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to match color for color because I went darker in my color choices. So I did sun gold instead of the bright yellow that they did. And then I did like a terracotta orange instead of the bright orange. So there you go. It's a Christmas colorway technically. Oh, that's right. It's not a Christmas colorway, but okay. I know, like it's supposed to be. Caps lock was on. Sure. You really liked it. All right, so. All right, I need help. Do I finish this or not? I know I like this square. I like a lot of them actually. Like there's not very many that I don't like. Yeah, with all the pink in there. But you know, that's the new Christmas colors, like with the pinks, red and green. It's like not in my mind. I'm a traditional Christmas person, you know, red and green. And silver bells and gold. You know, those are my Christmas colors. I don't know if I want to like I don't know. I hate to give up on a project though, guys. I hate to. See, the thing is I kind of want to finish it because then I can give it as a gift or do something with it, you know? So that's why I'm pushing to finish it and use up this yarn. But I don't know. So yeah, so this is going to be the color that I join all my squares together with. There is one square so far that has this on the outside though, so it's going to be a little weird having it right next to itself. Oh, it's all the way back here. Do something else. Yeah, I don't know. I can't decide if I'm excited about it or not, to be honest. I'm indecisive on it. What I might do is just try to go a little further with it and just see. So this is what's irritating me. I like the scarf. It's just, do you see what it's, I think it's just too tight. I think I should have done it in a 6 because it just wants to stay curled. So the drape, I don't think there's a lot of drape to it. I think it's too tight. And I think that's my issue with it, is because I'm a perfectionist, and so I see imperfection in it, and yeah. So I'm like, I think that's where I'm struggling the most. Is not that it doesn't excite me, it's just, it's irritating me because it's so stiff. You know what I mean? Do you catch what I'm throwing? That's what I'm struggling with, is just the imperfection of it. But I do that a lot with a lot of things, you know. Like this looks really stretched out, but I still love it. I still think it looks cool. Where's my little thingy at? Make sure it's around 6 inches. Yeah, see, look, I went up to a 6mm, and now all my squares are coming out 6 inches again. I had to go down to a 5.5 for a while, so I'm wondering if my tension just got tight for some reason lately. Because I had to go up. Because I was using a 5.5 for a lot of my squares, but then I was noticing they were coming out too small. So that's why I'm, like this one, you can see these ones are stretched out, these two bottom ones, and maybe a little bit of this one, but I think it'll be okay once it's in the blanket, maybe. Just, it feels tight. These squares feel tight. Like really tight. You catch my drift? Catching my drift? So I don't know. I'm just a very indecisive person. Hello, Michael. I just need you guys to make the decisions for me. You know what I need to do? I need to pick up my Tunisian. Michael, you remind me. Get my brain happy again. Because Tunisian just, I don't know, makes me happy. And I might actually be getting actually no, my countertops aren't done yet, y'all. I still have probably another couple weeks before they get done. Because my husband's working all this week, and then he's on shift all next week, and he's not off shift until after that. So I have at least another week and a half. 2 weeks. I don't know. I'm considering starting over with this thing. And going up to a 6mm hook instead of a 5.5. And actually doing it the way it's supposed to. Because I honestly don't mind the checkers. All right. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to see if that makes me happier. I'm going to go and I'm going to frog it back out yet again. So technically I would have started it yesterday, so I'm just considering me starting it today. And I will have it done hopefully by next Tuesday. Ooh. No worries about the cover up. No worries at all. I have yarn ready to go whenever you're ready. And if you end up changing it, then so be it. I will figure it out. A huge, oh, that's awesome. A huge fort. That's awesome. My kids love to do that. But I only let them do it down here in their play area or the living area because nowhere else. Ooh. Stretch. Frogging makes it does make it last longer. So that's what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to frog it, go up a hook size, do it the way it's actually intended to do it. I'm going to do the checkers, but I'm going to do it in the colors that I went to, these two, the purple and the white. So I know you're there. There's a giant lid coming at me. Stay over there, please. You got 45 minutes before it unlocks. I know what time it is. Go, please. Please.
I really want to go with kitties.
Hello, Ruth. Yeah, well, you'll get there, Marianne. You'll get there. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to feel better about it by going up a hook size. Because I actually kind of want the checkers now that I think about it. I'm actually kind of going back to that. I can't make my mind up. This is why I said I'm indecisive. I keep going back and forth. But I'm leaning back towards original work. Okay, guys. I need to get off here so I can get going. Yes, don't forget the promise. I need to get off here so I can get myself registered or get my kids registered for school, and then maybe even do it today. I don't know. Give me a minute, please. I'm not done. Go, please. Go, please. Not while you're waiting. No, I will do it when I'm done. Making scrunchies. Ooh, fun. All right. Yeah, so that's my plan. We're going to get off of here. I'm going to go submit my exemption form, and then I'm going to frog out what I've done on this and start over. Just too many good ideas. Yes. Trying to gain membership on that site and all the things. Yeah, so you do have to pay for it, Emily, so just FYI. So yes, have a great hump day to everybody. Remember, stay kind, stay positive, and make beautiful things. And don't forget to share it with me, because I love to see all your guys' work. So have a fantastic rest of your Wednesday, and I will see you same time, same place tomorrow for Tunisian Thursday. Later.